Hi, it's B, and welcome back to my channel. So, I'm gonna read something that I wrote. I don't really know if it's a poem. Either way, it's part of my book. It's gonna be in my book. So, it's just free writing. Just free writing. You can call it whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. You can't call it delicious because, it's not food. But it's from the heart, and this is what I wrote. Alright, we are born with sight. Even if it's just inner, with love, with peace, with trust, with hope, with gratitude, and some of us as children openly express our born God-given gifts. And we share our past memories that our parents, grandparents, or whoever cares for us have lost touch with, are not even aware they even had. We are happy until we are told, don't say that. You're scaring me. Stop. That's not true. What did I tell you about making up stories? It hurts us because we are not lying. We don't understand how they don't know or see what we do. We are young and we are trying to understand. We don't see what we do. And we are too young to understand. Maybe it's shunned and hidden for a reason. We start to shut down. That's when our bright light we are born with first begins to fade. We are told what to eat, what to watch, who to play with, who we can't play with, and we are brainwashed by terror of morning and evening news. And in the afternoon, we're conditioned to believe false history and false truth at school, while we are surrounded by wireless, everything sucking the life out of us, wireless Wi-Fi, sucking the life out of us, and fed fake food, and then get scolded about why we can't remember what was taught in class or what our parents told us to do. We start to see behaviors of other people on TV, books, magazines, phones, laptops, and the contradictory that is taught. We wonder if it's so wrong, then why is it everywhere? And wait, And when we ask our parents why this or that, it's just because I said so. I'm the parent. Do as I say, not as I do. And you're not as I do. That's just how it is, kid. Like it or not, you have a roof over your head, right? You have food on the table, right? And if you're lucky, you do. We get back in the back of our minds, we still don't understand how that answers any of the questions or makes wrongs right. We start to talk less out of fear of becoming, quote, disrespectful or ungrateful. More of our light dims. We start to feel unhappy, feel less full of life, start seeing the world and people differently. Some of us have fallen victim to abuse physically, mentally, emotionally, sexually, and even financially. That was meant to be ours. Our innocent 100% stolen from us daily. Every night our light fades a little more and our hearts start to crack a little bit at a time, like slow fractures beginning to start before it shatters. We start to feel alone. We start comparing ourselves to other friends and even strangers, the worst people on TV, the stars, everyone on the internet, everyone on social media, and we never seem to measure up. We are still too young to understand that it's all done on purpose and part of the evil plan. Yet even though the world that slowly is even though the world is starting to look more like it's covered in a thick shadow, ready to close in, we can still see light shining. We start to question what's really going on. Some of us, if we didn't completely get lost in the fits and follow leaders and numb it out with whatever made us feel better, it might start with comfort food, maybe, right? Sugar, sugar, sugar. Then maybe cigs, weed, drinking, harder drugs, reckless, pointless sex, and codependent trauma relationship bonding. We start to ask if all this bad could If all this bad, then why again is it everywhere? If all this is so bad, then why again is it promoted everywhere? Why is every single store and gas station pumped with sugar food, candy, cookies, cakes, cereal? When we get older, we hopefully will realize that sugar is in everything and it's part of the plan. It's an addictive chemical, like drugs and booze is made of pure sugar. We start to look at our bodies and want them to be perfect like the models, right? Super skinny, perfect hair, perfect skin, perfect nails, not realizing it's all photoshopped perfect. So we start feeling guilty and mad because our comfort food makes us not look like that. And now we are getting upset because everywhere we go, it's there. Every commercial, it's bragging about how it's great and there's no wrong way to eat you know the rest, right? Or how you can't just have one, right? Once you pop, you can't stop, right? Talk about subliminal messages and brainwashing. You know, thinking how you don't understand how the actress in the commercials and ads promote these foods, yet they're so skinny. And when they eat it, they don't seem to get acne or anything else. Maybe they just have more control. Maybe they could eat just one. And why is it okay for Cookie Monster to stuff his face every morning? I mean, stuff his face. I mean, that's greedy, right? It's gluttony, and it is. But that's what I was taught until one day that changed, and probably because someone spoke up and was like, this is the wrong message to send our kids, but it's a little too late for the older ones like me, right? By now, it's a little bittersweet, no pun intended. Being called fat and greedy and being addicted to something that was drilled in my head was okay, you know? Leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Again, no pun intended. After a life thinking I was just greedy and we're just greedy with everything, one is too many and thousands never enough. Well, how can it be when it's all made addictive on purpose? We starve, we binge, we purge, we work out, we get lazy. We do what everyone else is doing. We want to be cool. We want to fit in. We are being everything but who we were born to be. We have no light left. It's snuffed out and replaced with a shadow that lurks and a dark cloud that follows. You become dependent on the umbrella because it's pouring. You have the warm starts to go cold. Your warm starts to go cold, ice cold. The say turns to sorrow. Oh, your joy turns to sorrow. Your smile, so fake it hurts. Even it hurts every second to try to wear it. Your truth becomes lies. You're asked if you're okay, and you say, great, like Tony the Tiger, right? Totally sarcastic. Yet everyone else feels the same way. We walk around wearing masks, one for every occasion. And we start to ask, why am I even here? Why am I here? All because of trying to people please and to fit in, because so-and-so said so. Search for answers that lead down rabbit holes, get lost in wonderland, and fall through the looking glass. Hopefully we find some answers, and we find some answers, and the rest and start to expand our consciousness. Hopefully we find some answers and find our way out and leave the rest. And we start to expand our consciousness, our minds, open them up, start to think for ourselves, hopefully find a power bigger and greater than our addiction. Mine is God. Start to care less of what the cool quote thing is to do or wear and get back to what we like. Let go of all the extra, let go of the distractions, and realize it was all dead weight just pulling you down. Hope we realize we are all made differently by our Creator on purpose. The same Creator made us all individual on purpose. He makes no mistakes. We all have our own God-given gifts, talents, and part of our purpose here on earth is to figure it out, master them, and express it and share it with the world. Put our phone down, spend more time with like-minded people, and stop and put our phone down, spend more time with like-minded people instead of obsessing and comparing on Facebook and Insta or whatever is trending now. Spend more time with like-minded people and instead of trying to keep up with the Joneses, to be a leader, not a follower, and collaborate your gifts with other people to make a new masterpiece. We have been brainwashed to believe that history repeats itself. However, it doesn't have to. Have you looked at history lately? It's a hot mess, full of anger, lust, greed, gluttony, death, war, and slavery. Why would we want that to repeat? It's time we wake up and realize that his story is not our story, and pick up our pen and paper and write our story. We were not put here on earth to be a pawn or characters in someone else's story, controlled by unrealistic demands. Unrealistic demands that they themselves can't even deliver. We were put here to be stars of our own show, the queen and kings in our own chess game. Once we start to do that and align the way once we start to do that along the way, oh man, I can't remember writing. Once we start to do that and along the way learn less, more, and start to be more mindful, unlearn what we were taught, and be more mindful of what goes in, on, and around our bodies. Change people, places, and things that no longer serve us, and really get honest with ourselves about it, and know that and understand it's not selfish to retreat and to focus on yourself in a healthy way. Forgive past self, forgive others, and move forward. Don't let what happened make you hate the world or people. Instead, transmute that energy and make it better. Make yourself better. Change your perspective, and you will be amazed when you realize what you see when you change the way that you look at it. Protect your peace, spend time in nature, get sun on your face, and put your bare feet in the dirt and get grounded. Get childlike in an open field, listen to the birds, breathe, exhale, relax without any mind-altering substances. Remember who you are, not who the world made you to be. Remember, your light will return and shine bright. Shine bright like the star that you are. Shine so bright that others still in the dark will see you and hopefully see your newfound freedom and want to join you. Spread love, spread peace, spread truth, spread joy. Keep your body clean. That helps keep your mind clean. Evolve. We were meant to. We weren't meant to sit here and stay stuck in the shadow. Address your character defects, work on them. Address your shadow side and work on it. Release your ego, get humble, give more and take less. All that love and peace and gratitude that we were born with will come back. We weren't born to hate. We weren't born racist. We weren't born to be hateful. And all that gratitude we were born with will come back. Oh no, hold in. We weren't. Keep up. Oh no, holding on to. I can't read my writing. Oh, put the same effort. We're going to skip that line. Put the same effort that you did into to tearing yourself down, to building yourself up, and you will succeed one day at a time. And if you fall, which sometimes we will, then pick yourself up and dust yourself off and forgive yourself and keep moving forward with your head held high, your shoulders back, and one foot in front of the other. Move forward, keep moving forward, new, positive change. Remember, if we continue to do what we've always done, we will get what we always got. We do recover, and all things are possible. The sky is not the limit. There is no limit. There is never a limit to what you will accomplish when you set your mind to do it. Live and love and light and stay positive. That's it. All right, 14 minutes and 25 seconds. So that was just a free write. I don't really know what it is. I don't really say it's a poem. I mean, I feel like it started as it, but it didn't. And it was a lot of we And I know that I can only speak for me, so that's my experience, but I did write we because I feel like there's a lot of voices out there that aren't heard and need to be heard, and I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. But that is this is my story. I don't want to speak for anybody else, but I know when I read things I can relate to it, and I'm like, yeah, that's true. Oh, blooper. I'm not starting it over. So I'm just going to end it there so I don't start ranting. But I send love, I send light. I'm out in nature, of course, protecting my peace, sitting in the cemetery. It's become a hot spot, believe it or not. Like, when I first came here, there was nobody. Now I come here and it's like a maze trying to walk around and dodge people. I don't know what's going on, but maybe I started a trend. Hey, hang out in the cemetery. I don't know. Get some sun on your face, put your feet in the dirt. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.